Imagine you invent a game. You write the rules. You build the first clubs. You teach the world how to play. And then, the world gets better than you. Not just better. They win the biggest prize in the game over and over again. Brazil, Germany, France, Italy, Argentina. But not you. Never you. This is England's story. The country that gave football to the world, and has been chasing it ever since. Let's go back to 1863. London. A group of men sit in a pub called the Freemasons' Tavern. They argue, debate, and finally agree on one thing: football needs rules. Proper rules. So they write them down. That meeting creates the Football Association. The world's first. The game officially exists now. England doesn't just invent football. They invented the league system, the FA Cup, the concept of professional football. Every club in the world, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, they all exist because England showed the world how to organize this sport. But here's the thing about inventors. They don't always win the race. When FIFA organized the first ever World Cup in 1930 in Uruguay, England didn't go. Not because they couldn't qualify. They didn't even enter. The Football Association had withdrawn from FIFA in 1928 over a dispute about payments to amateur players. They considered themselves the founders of the game and saw the World Cup as beneath them. Read that again. They thought the World Cup was beneath them. So England missed 1930, 1934, 1938. 3 World Cups. Gone. Because of arrogance. When they finally entered in 1950, the whole world expected them to dominate. These were the men who invented football, after all. What happened next is one of the most embarrassing moments in football history. Brazil 1950, England's first ever World Cup. In their second group match, they faced the United States, a country that barely played football. England were heavy favorites. This should have been easy. Final score: USA 1, England 0. The journalists back home thought it was a typo. They genuinely believed someone had made a mistake. England losing to America at football? Impossible. It wasn't a typo. England went home in the group stage. Their World Cup debut a disaster. But surely they would bounce back. Surely. 1966, Wembley Stadium. Home soil. England finally lift the World Cup trophy. Jeff Hurst scores a hat-trick in the final. Bobby Moore raises the Jules Rimet trophy. The whole nation explodes. This is it. England are world champions. And then nothing. For nearly 60 years, England have come close. So close it hurts. 1990, Italia 90. They reach the semifinals. Gazza cries. The nation cries with him. Then they lose on penalties to West Germany. 2018, Southgate's young team reaches the semis again. One more penalty shootout. One more heartbreak. 2021. A home Euros final at Wembley. They lead Italy. They lose on penalties. Again. Penalties. Always penalties. So why? Why can't the country that invented this game win it? 3 reasons that nobody talks about. First, the calendar. England's Premier League is the most demanding league in the world. 38 games, no winter break, the most intense schedule in football. By the time a major tournament arrives, English players are physically and mentally exhausted. Brazilian players, Spanish players, they rest. English players don't. Second, the culture. For decades, England developed players who were strong, fast, and physical. But football evolved. The world started producing technically gifted players: Zidane, Ronaldo, Messi. England kept producing warriors. Warriors are great. But technique wins World Cups. Third, the burden of history. Every English player walks onto that pitch carrying 1966. 60 years of expectation. Of it's coming home. Of a nation that believes so deeply, so painfully, that the pressure becomes unbearable. When you play for Brazil, you play with freedom. When you play for England, you play with the weight of an entire nation's broken heart on your back. England gave football to the world. They wrote the rules. They built the clubs. They created the game that billions of people love. But loving something and winning it, those are 2 very different things. Maybe that's what makes England's story so human, so relatable. Because we all know what it feels like to be really good at something, and still fall just short of the top. Will England ever win another World Cup? Maybe. But until they do, this beautiful, painful story continues.